Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Kilbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is my latest Decksperiment, where I take a crazy, cool, interesting, fun, creative new idea and try to turn it into a competitive deck right here, live in this video, without thinking about it or knowing what the heck's going on beforehand. And as far as my inspiration for this Decksperiment is concerned, you guys might be familiar with a card that very recently got nerfed, and is now considered by a vast majority of the community unplayable. Yogg-Saron, of course, hit pretty hard in the last round of nerfs. Now, anytime the minion on the board, Yogg-Saron himself, is transformed or killed in any way, his effect instantly stops. So if he fireballs himself right off the bat, no more spells are cast. So you've played a 10-mana card that did absolutely nothing. So that is a big risk now in playing Yogg-Saron, and has dropped his consistency and reliability pretty considerably, and as such, he's a card that pretty much dropped out of the metagame almost overnight. Now, he was beforehand a very big burden on Hearthstone and caused a lot of trouble in the competitive scene in particular, so it was a nerf that was well-deserved. Justice has been served to Yogg-Saron. All that said, I'm actually kind of missing the guy a little bit. I, as much as anybody, hated when Yogg-Saron would steal a game from you if your opponent played him and won an otherwise unwinnable game. That really felt bad. But I miss playing Yogg-Saron, right? He's a fun card first and foremost. And I'm also kind of curious, has the community given up on Yogg a little too fast? Because, to me, Yogg-Saron was always a card that it wasn't necessarily about it being a good card. It was sort of a last resort card. Clearly it was good and a little overtuned. But I still think Yogg-Saron might serve that end where it's like a last resort. Hail Mary, I have no other chance of winning this game. Yogg-Saron is my only prayer. And maybe if it's even only a 5% chance instead of a 30% chance, it's still the only chance I've got. So all that said, I want to do two things. I want to have some fun with Yogg-Saron, probably one last time. But I also want to give Yogg-Saron in the nerfed form another shot at success. Does this card have what it takes to still see play from time to time? So to do that, I've been thinking about what kind of deck I want to build. And I realized I had a deck in the past called my 0-Minion Thief Priest that was basically a deck with all spells, 30 spells. And everybody on that video always complained, man, it sure would be nice if Yogg-Saron could be added to the end of this list because his synergy is off the charts with a deck that is entirely spells and no minions. And I always agreed, but the principle of a Decksperiment is that you have to follow the rules and you have to let science do its thing, and that was a 0-Minion Thief Priest, so I couldn't add Yogg-Saron because he's a minion, by God. Well, this time around, that rule doesn't apply. So I want to take another priest deck, build it right here, that is all spells, 29 spells, and then Yogg-Saron. So basically this is going to be a totally thief-reliant priest. The only way we're going to get minions is stealing them from our opponent, or really copying them would be a more suitable term. So kind of two Decksperiments in one, right? I think I'm going to call this the Yogg-Gone One-Minion Priest. In other words, Yogg is saying goodbye. So much like the phrase dog gone, this is, as corny as it sounds, the Yogg-Gone One-Minion Priest. So that said, let's go ahead and let's put our priest deck together here. I don't actually know which cards there are going to be. There are some new spells from One Night in Karazhan and Priest. Actually, one new spell, that is Purify. I don't think that's going to make the list. Yogg-Gone One-Minion. We'll know it's a priest by the picture, so we'll leave that. The Yogg-Gone One-Minion Priest. So clearly, the first thing we need, of course, is the Yogg. I think this might be the last time I ever add Yogg to a deck, at least in any attempt at seriousness, so that's a little sad, but we'll see how it goes. And from there, we're basically just looking for good priest spells. We're going to need removal to keep up with our opponent's side of the board. We're going to need card draw to make sure that we keep moving through these resources and eventually find Yogg-Saron. And thirdly, we're going to need some ways to generate minions, because you can't just win strictly out of spells, or at least not very easily. So we do want some minions, even though they aren't a part of the deck. We still want to be able to play them onto the board. So we're going to need stuff that steals or borrows our opponent's minions. So let's go ahead and get started. So right off the bat, I know I want some Forbidden Shapings, just because that's a spell that also generates a minion, so that's basically exactly what we're looking for, and sometimes this can have some pretty crazy results with stuff like 8 mana spells. I think we probably want some Holy Smites just to make sure we have early game options. If the opponent gets out really fast on us, we may not be able to do much. Unfortunately, a 2 damage spell is not that great these days. Really, 3 damage is vastly superior, but we got to take what we can get, right? We don't have a 3 damage spell like that, so we'll take it. We definitely want Mind Visions. These are really good for feeling out what our opponent is doing, but also generating potential minions or more removal that we'll desperately need. Mind Vision is not a card I would call good traditionally, but in this scenario, it's pretty good, I think. Power Word Shields might seem a little weird since we don't actually have reliable minions to play this on, but we will get some minions eventually, and this is just such a powerful spell. Instant card draw, really cheap, feeds into Yogg. It meets our needs really nicely in this deck. Convert. This isn't a card you typically see, but you know, this is sort of a thief priest or a priest that likes to steal our opponent's resources. So Convert's going to work really well in that regard. It's a little slower than some options, but because you got to play the minion, you got to spend that on the minion, right? So it can be slow from time to time, especially if you've only got like 4 mana and you copy a 4-drop. You can't play it that turn. You got to wait until the following turn to do anything, and even then, you know, you don't have much mana left over. So, but still, I think a spell that fits us pretty well. Divine Spirit and Inner Fire, I kind of glossed over those. I don't think that combo is going to fit us. We don't know that our minions are going to work for that. Purify, I already mentioned. This is so bad. The card draw could be okay, but we don't know that we're going to want to silence minions or have minions to silence, so that condition is just too restrictive. Mind Blast, I don't think we're looking for, like, you know, a quick kill on our opponent, and those just don't have a lot of value packed in. Resurrect. That's a maybe. I don't know that this is great just yet. Let's see if we've got room for a card like that, or if we need to fill in with some spells. We might come back to this one. Both the Shadow Words are perfect removal for us. Got to be able to kill stuff and keep up, so these are fantastic. Thought Steal's an instant pick too, just more copying our opponent's resources and card draw. Shadow Form, it's a maybe. It's a little slow, and I think we're going to be a little late game oriented, so being able to heal ourselves could keep us alive for a while, or heal minions too. This clearly is still good in late game because you get to contest your opponent's stuff a little more efficiently. But I don't know, I think defensively minded as opposed to more offensively minded makes more sense. Minion, 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 minion. These are some spells. Mass Dispel. Probably too slow. Just, you know, we don't know that the silence is going to help a ton, and that's a lot to spend on just a card. Mind Games, I kind of like. It's a way to play a minion. Unfortunately, we only have 1. I might actually run 2 if I had to. Not perfect in this meta, where you're likely to get quite a bit of early game stuff, which makes it cost inefficient, but still okay. Shadow Madnesses tend to come in handy. I'm always surprised at how good this card ends up being. It's a card I think I've historically underrated pretty severely, and always surprised myself with how good it is. So finally turning the corner on Shadow Madness and convincing myself it's decent generally and really good in this deck, just because we need minions and reactive type spells, and this is sort of both of those. Holy Novas are guaranteed, Activated Evils are guaranteed, just really good AoE removal. It's going to help us stabilize in the mid game. Shadow Word Horror is probably not bad, but there's just not that much stuff out there with Sewerless Attack right now. A lot of minions are going to be at that 3+ range, so where Shadow Word Pain works nicely, Shadow Word Horror sort of fails, so I think we're going to hold off on that for now. Entombs are a guarantee. I think we need Holy Fires just as another way to kill stuff and recover some health in the late game. Power Word Tentacles, again, it's just 2 minion based. You know, we've got Power Word Shield, but it gets by because it's so cheap and efficient, and it cycles through our deck. So even if we have to cast it on an opponent's minion, we can do that. You know, we can still get value out of Power Word Shield. We can't do that with Power Word Tentacles, and it's very expensive, so it could end up being a pretty dead card. And then Mind Controls. I think Mind Controls are perhaps too slow, so maybe we don't actually want 2 Mind Controls. Maybe we just want 1 Mind Control. Is there another spell we left out that we considered that would fit better? Circle of Healing just doesn't do enough. We don't have minions. Silence, way too low value, right? Just doesn't... That's a spot in your deck, and you're not getting anything back for that spot in your deck. So throwaway card, Flash Heal, without Aucanize, it's probably not that great. Are there any cards I feel like I'm missing? Yeah, Embrace the Shadow, Confuse. Embrace the Shadow would be good with Flash Heal, but I don't want to craft it just to do both. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all we're missing. So, what could we add in here? Maybe one Shadow Word Horror. Not Mass Dispel. I guess a Resurrect is actually sort of good. Actually, no, Shadow Form. We'll do Shadow Form, right? I was kind of hesitant on it. It was a maybe, and we only have one, so it fits really nicely into that because we only have room for one. And you know, you always have the choice if you want to cast this or not. So depending on the game and how it's going and how instantly valuable this could become, we might cast it or hold on to it. So that said, I think this looks like my list. I think this is pretty much perfect. There's not really many other choices to make, and they all felt worse. So I think this is it. Let's double make sure we don't have any minions that snuck their way into here. Nope. All spells and one Yogg-Saron. So yeah, this is the Yogg-Saron One-Minion Priest. Alright, so I think it might actually be good, right? Like, the curve is smooth. I mean, it's a little bumpy, but it's evenly distributed, I should say. So, you know, we don't have any holes anywhere. Keeping up in the early game is always going to be the biggest challenge. We just don't have that much to do. We have Shadow Word Pains, Holy Smites. Mind Visions could theoretically get us some stuff. We could, you know, cast a Forbidden Shaping if we had to. But everything else doesn't really kick in until the mid-game, so really we just have to make sure we live through the early game. But, you know, in a control-style game with Entombs and Mind Controls, a lot of AoE, Mind Games, we could really contest a control really nicely. Plus, we always have Yogg-Saron as our Hail Mary, our last chance, our last-ditch effort, our phone a friend, if you will. All that said, let's go ahead and take this deck out onto the ranked ladder to see it in action. I'm pretty excited. My 0 Minion Thief Priest in the past have done pretty well, I thought, in the few games that I tested it. So perhaps this one will do similarly. Who knows? The meta has shifted, so it might be tough to find some wins. This is clearly more of a gimmick deck than I think a competitive deck, although sometimes you can find hints of real ladder legitimacy in crazy decks like this that, you know, they give you enough hope that with some fine-tuning here or there, you might actually be able to pull off a win. So, up first we have a Paladin. Probably a Murloc Paladin, but you never really know these days. I guess we'll find out and see. But we have some cool, you know, we could steal and anything can happen and entomb some stuff and deny his combo or perhaps set up our own. So there are some ways for us to win this game. I like our hand, all right. We've got options and a good Mind Vision to start. Get a feel for what he does, maybe? Noble Sacrifice. So this looks like a secret Paladin. What? That's crazy. So if we place a secret, we'll probably be able to guess that it's Noble Sac. It's not ever a guarantee, of course. We'll play one to match just to use our mana. Yeah, we could wait till a moment where we know it's going to get us more value. But I want to utilize our mana as much as possible. This hand just got a little more awkward, unfortunately. Power Word Shield it to cycle a card, but then it doesn't die to the Noble Sac, so that doesn't feel very good. I could just go ahead and Power Word Shield and Shadow Word Pain. You know, I guess I will. Because my hand has actually got really bad all of a sudden just because we don't have any options. So being able to cycle a card is actually pretty important. Plus, this might have a better target in the future. We'll see. I doubt it since it does 2 attack and probably doesn't run that much stuff that falls in the 2 health range. But who knows? If we can keep it around, we might want to. Shadow Madness won't help us here. Forbidden Shaping, 4 mana, could backfire pretty hard. I don't know that it's worth it. I think we'll just wait. Hero Power Face in case we somehow get some cool Frost Giants later. And just hope this sticks. Alright, that's to be expected. I mean, for him, it sounds like it's going to be turn 6 that it gets scary. I cannot really do anything with Shadow Madness. I can Excavated Evil, I guess. Is it worth it? We have a lot more removal. I suppose it is. It feels a little weak. What's he going to play on 5? I don't know what Secret Paladins run these days, frankly. You know, if he did something like Keeper of Uldaman, you know, on the 1/1 here, wouldn't be that bad. We'd leave up a 3/1 Keeper. We could maybe do something with Shadow Madness too. So maybe I just wait it out and get a little greedy on this. This might be good on something like Tyrion. This could deal with a bigger minion. I just don't know. I really don't know what a Secret Paladin is want to run these days. Really don't see much Paladin at all in my experience, and if you do, it's normally Murloc related. Or, you know, Murloc N'Zoth or N'Zoth, some sort of N'Zoth spin. That's going to be pretty easy to deal with, and I'm glad we saved the Excavated Evil. We took 5 damage for it, I suppose, but this is much greedier. Plus, we don't risk, you know, that secret's probably still Noble Sack. We don't really know. Don't risk that Death Rattle. Mysterious Challenger could come out here, pretty obviously. It's not, though. Shadow Madness might work well on this, depending on where it goes and what he plays. So I have a problem, right? Like, the Shadow Madness doesn't actually... I can steal this and run it in, but it doesn't kill it or anything. So it doesn't really accomplish much. Like, if I could kill it, I could steal the Death Rattle, right? That'd be awesome, but I have to... He has to play something. So I think I'm probably just going to Forbidden Shaping and hope for a better Shadow Madness next turn. I could convert and play one of my own. Get a 4-drop out of it, but I don't know. This might have better targets. Really, it probably won't, will it? It might have Tyrion. He's going to have some sort of N'Zoth, I bet. Maybe just toss in a N'Zoth, because he's got a Death Rattle here, and he's going to have Tyrion. Might be worth it. I guess we'll just see what happens here. Although any minion I play is going to get negated pretty quickly by the Noble Sack, but I could work around that with Shadow Madness if I wanted, maybe. Let's just see what happens. I'm mostly just curious. Okay. Stealth, so that's actually kind of interesting. Could maybe kill a Mysterious Challenger, proc the Noble Sack with Infested Tauren or something, and just... Well, I still have to get through the taunt somehow, but there's plays at least to be made, I think. Another secret. Okay, so now she's a 4/5. So now we can kill the Infested Tauren, actually. By running it in. But the problem becomes then that we can't actually kill this very effectively. It's a 4/5 at that point, so how do you kill it? Oh, we still can't kill the Infested Tauren because of the Noble Sacrifice. Jeez. There's a lot of problems here, man. Holy Nova does not clear the board. I can't Holy Nova and Shadow Madness. Sucks. I guess we'll just do it this way to kill that 4/5, because she's going to be a nightmare. I don't know what other secrets we have here. What else is there? Competitive Spirit. No Avenge. That's gonna come back. Any minion I play is gonna have 1 health. That's something to keep in mind. We can kill her now. I guess we'll heal this guy. Is there anything else to do? We could Actually, we could Shadow Madness this. It wouldn't really help much. We could Shadow Madness this. It wouldn't really help much. Guess we'll just heal here. Holy Nova's gonna look good against this board. Again, it's a shame we couldn't actually kill the Infested Tauren, but we had to open the avenue for the Ravenholt to work. So he's gonna trade in. I hope he trades in the Tauren. He won't, but if he does, it's gonna line up Holy Nova just stunningly beautifully. If not, we're probably gonna have another awkward turn. But we can finally Holy Nova and Shadow Madness, so that might make a difference too. Excavated Evil would look a little better. Yeah, he did it the right way. Minimized his exposure to Holy Nova. Makes sense. We can just Shadow Madness and trade. Get the 2/2 out of it. Is that That's still going to be Repentance, it sounds like. Thoughtsteal first. Oh, baby. That's a good card. So we'll steal here and make this trade. Now they do enough damage that we can steal that Death Rattle. Sure, let's do this, just in case he plays Tyrion. Although Tyrion's in his deck, so he has like a 1 in 17 of getting Tyrion at this point. Either way, we actually could just mind control it to remove that risk. Yeah, not the best Repentance, but it's fine. It's just a free card, so still lines up for Holy Nova. We're gonna have so many Tyrions. We could get like 3 Tyrions, convert, mind control our own Tyrion. Like, there's a lot of Tyrions in this game potentially. I wasn't gonna Tyrion, I don't think. I was kind of teasing the Holy Nova, but now that we've got the Holy Smite, we can just kill this. The Tyrion's gonna go down to 1, obviously. But we don't have another minion, right? So we gotta trigger that anyway. And the reason I wanted to kill that Knife Juggler is so that he couldn't go through the shield and theoretically kill the Tyrion. He probably will with Consecration or who knows what else, right? But this gives the Tyrion a fighting chance to survive. We're gonna get the weapon anyway, so like there's still a lot of value in playing Tyrion, even though we know he's gonna get Repentanced. I don't know what's in his hand. Even if he Mysterious Challengers now, he's out of secrets. Like, he has a Repentance left in the deck, I know, because we just got it off Thoughtsteal not too long ago. But if he's running 2 ofs of every secret, like, is this Consecration? What's this gonna be? The only thing that concerns me right now is my health total a little bit. We can regain 4 with Hero Power Holy Nova. So it should be okay. If he plays his own Tyrion, we're just gonna mind control it. May not be the best play, but I don't think he's running a lot of removal, right? He's more board-centric, Knife Jugglers and getting stuff out. Ouch. Clearly has some Divine Shield synergy we haven't really seen yet. Argent Squires. Do we want to go ahead and try this, I guess? Let's try it, see what we get. Maybe we get another Tyrion. Oh, so there is going to be an Azoth. So it's pretty important for us to steal his Tyrion, I think. Instead of killing it. He's going to have the 2-3 out of N'Zoth, we know. That's actually a pretty good minion, right? For 4 mana, we got a 5-7. Like, yeah, we're not going to take advantage of the Battle Cry or anything, but it's still just a solid minion. We'll be able to kill this with our weapon. Shadow Word Pain would honestly be even better, but is there anything left? 1 Repentance? Oh, he's got 3. What is that? Probably the other Noble Sack. So I'm going to Shadow Word Death this. It's going to come back to life as a 6-1, but then I'm going to Holy Nova probably. Maybe even double. Well, I can't double Holy Nova, can I? Could just mind control it and trade. But I think I need to save this for the Tyrion. We have to steal the Tyrion, not kill the Tyrion. Guess we could go here first. Then Shadow Word Death. I guess it doesn't actually matter. We're gonna Holy Nova anyway, so and kill one, so doesn't really matter which one comes back first.
None of your business.
Oh, I forgot Noble Sack. Oh, shoot. Well, it's still fine. We're killing the stuff that matters. We'll pick him up later. Yeah, we forgot the other Noble Sack. I'm dumb. Doesn't actually change the play any. We had to Holy Nova the whatever came back. Okay, we can clear the board again with Holy Nova. It's gonna get 2 of these out of N'Zoth though, which is a little annoying. I just wonder if that's worth mind controlling. If we had the... Oh, we're only running 1 mind control, aren't we? Yeah, so that won't do. That won't do. Could entomb it though. Just to make his N'Zoth a little worse. Can't entomb and Holy Nova though, so that doesn't feel very good. I don't want Competitive Spirit to trigger though, so shoot. We're taking a lot of damage. It kind of sucks. I need him to play Tyrion before he plays N'Zoth. He's gonna want to, right? He's gonna want to save N'Zoth, but he may just go ahead and do it because he realizes my board's getting a little dry. So I might entomb N'Zoth, right, if he does. It's actually sort of annoying. I don't know if I'm gonna have a good way to deal with that. Actually, Holy Fire, I guess, is as good as anything. Forgot we had 2 Holy Fires in the deck. It's gonna be some good recovery. I'm way less worried about my life total now, so we have time. I'd like to see like an Excavated Evil to deal with that N'Zoth infested Tauren junk. Because we get like Shadow or Death. Oh, this too? Yeah, we need to get one of those Excavated Evils soon. Definitely. Shadow Form. I could start picking his health total down. Do I just go ahead and convert one of these? I kind of want to convert the N'Zoth, but I could also entomb the N'Zoth. Won't matter because I can't play it the same turn anyway, right? Like I can't convert N'Zoth and then play N'Zoth. I'd have it sooner, but I only have, what, a Tyrion that has died? Not that that would be a bad turn by any means. Am I gonna regret losing my heal if I do this? I don't think so. I'm kind of thinking about converting the Harvest Golem, playing the Harvest Golem, and shadow forming. That's 8. I can actually sneak in a hero power as well. So sneak in this hero power, right? I know the convert on the Harvest Golem seems pretty darn weak, right? But it's just a minion that I can play. Can trigger the Repentance. I can. Did I miscount mana? Apparently I did. Converts 2, hero powers 2. Where did my mana go? 2, 4, 7. Oh, 10. Yeah, I did miscount. It didn't actually matter. This was my worry. Oh, I forgot about the 2 1s too. And this guy. Jeez Louise. No, how good would Activated Evil be right now? I'd leave the board a 2-1 and a 2-2 with Activated Evil right now. Instead, I'm kind of in a tough pickle. Consecration off this would be pretty chill. Let's see what we get. It's obviously not like that good though, right? Like I can, what can I do here? We have to Shadow or Death this. I guess it's gonna work out where I'll be able to kill the 1/2 of either of these guys, so that's pretty good. With my hero power, because one of them's gonna get buffed, right, and I'm still gonna be able to kill it because it's gonna go to 2 health. Right, does this give 1/1 or give 2/2? Actually, I don't even know. That card, nobody ever plays Spawn and does on it. Oh, it gives it to all minions. Ugh, well. This doesn't really matter either. Just get rid of the taunt because it's a taunt, right? See, a 7/9. Play Tyrion, bro. You played N'Zoth, so you gotta play Tyrion, and then I'm gonna mind control, and that's gonna be the game. That's Tyrion right there. Yeah. That's gonna help. Tyrion, kill off a dude, and I'll kill off this one, even though this one's higher attack, just because it gets more damage off the board faster. Alright, so we're in a good spot now that we got the Tyrion, I think. Health is low with no heals, but we might actually have a Holy Nova. Oh, I can't. Mind Control's 10 mana. I was thinking Tyrion's 8 mana, so I'll have a hero bar left over, but clearly Mind Control is 10 mana, guys.
I have no time for games.
Ugh! Thank God I have an Entomb, boys. He's gonna Consecration clear. I'll Entomb hero power. Oh, he's gonna be close to dead too, though, because our weapon and our Shadow Spike, Mind Spike. Is he gonna leave? He's thinking about leaving Tyrion up, trying to steal it, which is cool, but he's gonna get burned by Entomb. Yeah, I have mana for this. I actually, some people would say, oh, that's misplay, but I wanted to get Sylvanas. Like, you want to get a good card, right? So I added the best card I could get to my deck and then drew. Instead of drawing first to see my options, is what you traditionally do. So don't mistakenly call that a misplay. It's really not. And then let's kill a lot of this stuff. I could go 8 to face and put Tyrion on lethal, but this is kind of the same difference, right? Because I can still Mind Spike face next turn. If Tyrion's going to get to attack next turn, he's going to get to attack, so I might as well remove more stuff from the board. Thoughtsteal is going to get his last 2 cards no matter what here. Blessing of Kings, yeah. So that'll put me on 7 damage next turn. But can he even kill Tyrion still? Other Consecration, yeah. I have 7. I don't think I have a way to get another damage, do I? Wouldn't mind to see a Holy Nova to heal. Let's see what his cards are. That doesn't really help.
By the light.
He might win. I think I'm going to have to kill one of these to play around Blessing of Kings or True Silver Champion.
Back to your homes.
Because either of those is lethal, and in fact both of them is lethal. Hopefully he's got mostly junk. Argent Squires and Steward of Darkshires. It's going to suck if I lose. The Mind Spike has gotten a ton of value, though, so I think that was still the right call. I'm sad to lose the heal, but... Yeah, Blessing, True Silver. He's used both Consecrations, so I don't think any of those combos are going to do it. Yep. He was out. Cool, that was a tough win. That was fun. Really, really fun, actually. Really fun. It's cool not running any minions. So how many Tyrions did we end up getting? I guess just 2, but... that's more than enough. He had a lot more N'Zoth stuff than I had remembered. I'm bad at remembering all the Death Rattle cards that get played. But it worked out fine when we got that Consecration. That was pretty sick Mind Vision, actually. Pretty sick Mind Vision. Oh, Shaman, cool. I actually haven't been playing that many Shamans this season so far, despite them being apparently the go-to class. We'll keep the Power Word Shield. I know it's actually not that good because we're not going to have a minion soon. Ugh. Both aren't great. But sometimes you can like cast it on one of their totems, you know? Just cast it on a totem for cycle. The totems are going to live for a while anyway, so it doesn't usually affect you too much. We might have to coin a Thoughtsteal here just to get some more active cards sooner. Because otherwise we're going to get stuck. We can still Hero Power on 3. Or Shadow Word Pain would be a good draw. No Shadow Word Pain. Yeah, let's just go ahead and coin the Thoughtsteal. We could convert to have a guaranteed play next turn. Like Totem Golem, Power Word Shield. Actually, would be pretty good. What would that overload me on turn 4? So I'd have 3 mana. So I could still Thoughtsteal. And I'd have the coin too, so let's actually just go ahead and convert that. Let's hope he has a bad turn 2, not another Totem Golem. It's really the goal. Because 2 Totem Golems trade pretty favorably into 1 Totem Golem, even with 6 health. So, Totem Hero Power would be the nicest thing to see here. The 1/1 would actually be bad, because he could kill my Totem Golem. Oh, no, he couldn't, because I'm going to Power Word Shield, so either way it'd be fine. The Shadow Word Deaths probably don't look good just yet, but they are great against Flame Wreath Faceless, so having 2 doesn't even make me that upset. Mind Games, we can coin Mind Games, we can Thoughtsteal, we can actually Power Word Shield again, maybe. Could trade and heal. There's the Faceless, so we're definitely going to Death. It's fine. It's going to be a really big tempo swing for me, in fact. Oh gosh, we haven't seen Yogg yet. Totally forgot about Yogg last game. This is I'm enjoying the no minion aspect of this so much that I'm forgetting about Yogg. We got to get a Yogg off. The whole point of this deck is to play Yogg. I'm doing it a disservice. Really big. So he basically spent like 6 mana, right? And he spent 3. So huge tempo advantage there with that Shadow Word Death. Oh, he hexed it. Wow, cool. I don't even think I care about that so much. Yeah, let's mind game some Power Word Shield. Not so exciting. I don't have any Overload cards, so... That's probably the worst thing we could have got out of his deck, right? What other minions was he going to run that would be worse? Very, very few. No thing from below. Like, there's a lot of good stuff we could have gotten here. That was one of the bad ones, unfortunately. He lava bursted it. Wow, I am totally okay with that. That seems fine. I'm gonna go ahead and Holy Fire this. Just deals with it. I didn't have another clean way to deal with it. It's outside of Excavated Evil, right? And I had the mana, so it's just fine to do that. How do we want to do this? Do we want to death it, or do we want to try to figure out another option? Because, like, you know, Excavated Evil Holy Nova will kill this eventually, but it won't kill a Flame Wreath Faceless. Death will always kill a Flame Wreath Faceless. So I think I'm going to Thought Steal first, and then decide. This is going to be hard to make work. Other than right now, perhaps. I think I'm just going to go ahead and kill it. Just to make sure I kind of stay up on the board. I'm going to load up this weapon. I'm not going to attack because the Healing Totem will negate any damage I do right now as a 1 damage attack. But this might matter next turn with Maelstrom Portal, for sure. Could do really cool AoEs here. These AoEs are probably going to win us the game. It's just... Oh, that's really scary, though. Jeez. I mean, we're going to kill it all, but can we kill this? I can see 4, 5 damage right now. I don't yet see 6. This is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. I don't know how to kill this. Shadowword Pain would be amazing. There might be some charge minions off this or something. I think we gotta let it live for now. And just clean it up next turn. He's clearly gonna get more potential value out of it. Do I attack now? I think I do. I don't love taking 3 extra damage like that, but this is probably not a super aggressive shaman. He's got some stuff like Thunderbluff Valley and probably the Witch Doctor. And spell oriented, right? So I'm not crazy worried about dying immediately. Well, maybe I should be. We're going to be able to kill that, but I'm going to take 5 more damage. Actually, I don't have to. I can Excavated Coin Excavated, can't I? Is that worth it? I wonder. I don't think it is, because I'm going to be able to weave in a hero power. And I'm going to get a minion out of this too, which has some advantages, right? Not such a great minion, but... Alright, so we've stabilized the board for now, but shamans, of course, are incredibly good at recovering the board. This guy's just going to die to the weapon, but that's fine. We'll eat a charge. Might be worth 3 damage, too. Yogg is here. We can do some Yogg stuff. We can play Forbidden Shaping. Hero Power Forbidden Shaping might give me a really nice 8-drop. We might get another Tyrion. Can't deal with that very well right now, though. Could convert and play my own. But I think that leaves me in a spot where I'm sort of dead. I think I'm just going to heal Forbidden Shaping and get a great Tyrion. I don't even know what Boogie Monster does. Okay, whenever it kills a minion, it gets bigger. But the problem, of course, is that it's just going to die to this. Set up a trade. He might just have lethal, too. He's got 8. He needs 7 damage. He runs Lava Burst, so we know probably Lightning Bolt, so I think we're probably just dead. It's 11. It's got to be it. Still running Rock Biters, too. Is that... I didn't know that was still the thing. Oh, God, we're super dead. So we should have played Yogg, it turns out. We were just super dead. A couple things here might have saved us on a good minion roll. but not really. I don't think there's that many 8-mana taunts. So Yogg was probably the better shot there. Alright, well that was tough. That was tough. We actually did okay though. I think we utilized our resources pretty well. We just gotta find a way to play Yogg now. Like, that's the ultimate goal, right? We gotta find a way to get Yogg in. Probably just gonna play one more game because that first one took a while. But we gotta find Yogg. This is the Yogg Gone Priest. We want to say goodbye to Yogg. We want to give Yogg our final farewell. It's nice knowing you, Yogg. We love you. We're gonna miss you. All that fun stuff. Hopefully this is a pretty slow warrior that gives us the time to play 20 spells and unleash a Yogg. Of course, Yogg now with 20 spells isn't always as good. Sometimes Yogg's better maybe with 5 to 10. There's some sweet spot now with Yogg where he's still likely to make an impact and not likely to kill himself off. I guess actually it doesn't really matter. Once you get to a certain threshold, everything's bonus because he's likely to kill himself anyway. Alright, so that didn't give us any clues. Every warrior in history, forever and always, has always run Fire War Axe, so no idea what that means. Could be control, could be dragon. We may never know. Just gonna load it up though. Utilize this mana, pull the same trick as him. It kind of sucks that we have to reveal our Mind Vision card so soon. Like we can't hide now that what we got. It's blatantly obvious.
The light shall burn.
That removes his armor. That's a really cool trick. No, of course not. We're in a bad spot. I'd like to at least be generating resources at this point if we're not outright playing stuff, right? Like Thought Steals would have been cool. I'm actually gonna convert this and kill it, but I want to be able to play my own Elise. This is gonna be a game that lasts a while, so she might come in really handy with some of this junk in our hand. That's a pretty good convert target, honestly, because it's something I can play sort of on curve. Wow! Every time I play cards like this, every time. Literally every time I play cards like this, I get junk. I mean, just the worst. And he gets an overstated 4-drop, so that's pretty cool. I can kill it, but I kind of want to play mind games, right? Because he's a control deck. He's going to have some cool stuff. We're going to get, like, Acolyte of Pain, I have no doubt, but it's worth the shot. We could win on, like, a rag. Or Yogg-Saron, that's fine. I'm not going to Power Word Shield her, even though I have the mana. Maybe I should, though. She's going to get executed, so it's like, do you really want to waste the Power Word Shield? It's clearly not going to make a difference. But it's card draw, right? But it's also a future Elise legendary, so who knows? I guess we'll save it. This could put a future minion out of weapon range or something, so I'll take it. I'll take it. I probably would have preferred a minion in this matchup because we have a lot of board clears. We don't have a lot of minions. Like the big Drake would have been preferable. It's gonna shield slam. If he shield slams, I should have Power Word shielded. He didn't have execute. Jeez Louise. He's gonna kill it the old-fashioned way, and I am now an idiot. He wouldn't have had the kill. Or maybe he still has execute, and he's just thinking, if I can do it this way, I should. That's probably what he's doing. So we'll go ahead and clean this up. And I'll play Elise too. And hopefully he can't execute her. She's no Yogg-Saron, but jeez. So we're in a good spot. If we get off a good mind control against one of his strong minions, like his Yogg-Saron, could be in a really good spot. We need to burn out all his removal first, though, or at least eventually. We have probably a little too much AoE in our deck. It's not going to ever be good when he's playing big threat after big threat. Like the Shadow of Death and the Entombs are what I want to see, not like more Holy Novas and stuff. I don't think these are ever going to be good, the Excavated Evils or the Holy Novas. But the Entombs are going to be amazing. There's the shield slam. I'm just going to go ahead and Excavated Evil this. Like I said, I really don't know when else this spell's going to get value. I mean, yeah, we're giving him an Excavated Evil, but we're the same story. Like, it's not going to be that good against us. So, right now I can Forbidden Shaping on a
Welcome to the grand
True Heart. Might be worth just Holy Firing her. I'm actually gonna... Should I convert her too? Is she worth it? Or is there gonna be better targets? I guess there's gonna be better targets with like Yogg-Saron and stuff. So we're back up to 30. The problem is, of course, he's at 43. So we do want to draw a little slower than him on fatigue, I think. Passing back and forth, Excavated Evils could throw that off a tad. But we'll see. We'll see how the count goes. That's not bad. Got a Yeti out of it. I think another Holy Fire... Is it warranted? Maybe Coin, Hero Power, Forbidden Shaping. What are the 9-drop Forbidden Shapings? I don't even know. I don't really want to waste the coin, because that's going to turn into a legendary from Elise, so I think I'd rather save it. Let's just see what this gives us. We could use Sarah's, but I don't know. This could be pretty neat. I don't even know what the 9-slot has. Jiraxis. Okay. It's not the best, but it's got a lot of health, so... It's going to be around a while, hopefully. Might actually elicit an Execute or something, even though it's not deserved. Like, he could probably just leave this on the board for a long time. I think we'll just Mind Control her. He's going to execute it. No, he doesn't have the mana. Oh, we could almost convert and Mind Control, but it doesn't work like that. Look at these 12 health bros. That's fine, actually. This is a surprisingly good card, I think, against Warrior. It's just going to be annoying to deal with, outside of Brawl, perhaps. Next big threat, we might Entomb and Convert. If I'd had a better way to kill the Ysera, she would be a great target for that, but, you know, she's hard to get with, because Shadow or Death and stuff. Does he not have Execute in his deck? He's killing all my Yseras the old-fashioned way. Why did he give me Jiraxis? I'm gonna burn a card, but he gave me Lord Jiraxis. I can't help but feel like that was a mistake. I'll trade a Holy Nova for Jiraxis all day. Like, what? Let's do this and kill these guys. And then, need to play some cards. We're gonna burn more if we're not careful. We have 4, 8, 9, so this should be fine. He gave me Jiraxis. Like, I'm not gonna use it... I mean, there's 2 ways to play Jiraxis, right? I guess I should play it as soon as possible, just to continue to utilize that hero power, because that becomes overwhelming for Warrior. In fact, I'm probably gonna do it this turn. I can Jiraxis Coin hero power, and just start overwhelming the guy. He can't execute that if that's what he's planning. If I go down to 12, is there any chance of me dying? No. There's not. Grom, Cruel Taskmaster is the chance, right? But there's just no way. It's not going to happen. If that happens, I may just retire from Hearthstone. Like, I'm surprised he gave me Jiraxis back. Like, that's actually sort of concerning that he was just so willing to give me Jiraxis. Like, maybe he does have the burst combo, but he doesn't have it in hand because one of those cards was new. So he, like, didn't make that decision with, like, burst in mind. Is that the execute finally? Finally got the execute? Yeah, there it is, finally. Man, his hand is so empty. Don't want to cast that ever now. So, yeah, this is going to look a little unorthodox, but it's actually the most efficient way to get the heal and some damage out, right? Like, I could have Holy Fired that and went 3 to face, but that actually would have been far less efficient. 5 to face is sort of dumb, right? Just chipping away that armor, but it's got to happen sometime. So now, oh my gosh. Wow, he actually does have a burst combo, but... oh my lord. That's scary. Do we just entomb that and like not deal with it? He's never gonna be able to get 5 damage out against us, is he? Maybe he is with War Axe. But can we just beat him that fast? Go ahead and play this too, just to get our monkey, because the taunt actually could be amazing. Thought Steal could be good too, because we're technically dead to Fiery War Axe right now, I think. I don't think we win against Fiery War Axe of all cards. I think that beats us. If he doesn't get Fiery War Axe this turn, I think we're fine. He hasn't played both, has he? Maybe he has already. I don't see a way around Fiery War Axe right now. Can't cast Ysera's Awaken anytime soon. That's for sure. That's got to be Brawl, right? Like, he's got to be saving Brawl. How many cards am I going to have in hand if I do this? 4, 8. So, love to get an armor card. I think that seals the deal. Or, gosh, his Golden Monkey. Is that fine? It's going to take my Yogg, though. I have to save this till I see the Fiery War Axe, I think. I'm gonna burn a card. Yeah, we're gonna burn a card. It's fine. Really, I know some people are like, why don't you play the monkey legendaries? Which is true, but I don't need to, right? Like, I need to save it until I know that it's valuable. And I can pump out so many good minions anyway, right? That it sort of doesn't require... It's not necessary. Is it worth doing this turn? He just brawled. I don't think it is. He doesn't have anything that does 5 instant damage. If he's running Arcanite Reaper, I'll just uninstall Hearthstone, so that's not relevant to me. Like, that's just the end of my career, so... Career. That is certainly not my actual career. So yeah, I think I like this game plan. I know we're burning cards still, but... What's he got? What is that? So we've got lethal on board theoretically, but not actually, because we'll kill ourselves with Ysera Awakens. If he armors up anyway, we don't have lethal on board. We have 21. Oh, actually, Shadow Form will give me lethal, I guess. Oh, it won't. He's at Justicar heals, so never mind. We'll still be too shy. An armor card would have made this game so different. Like, just anything. 2, 5 health, whatever. Shield block, the Ironforge portal, whatever I could have got. I think he's trying to figure out, is there a way for him to win? I think giving me Jiraxxus was far and away a fatal mistake. If we have lethal on board and he doesn't concede, by the way, I will play Yogg, even if it costs me the game. Like, it'll be worth it. Oh, that was our lethal draw. Do I just go ahead and play the monkey here? If he brawls... If he brawls and armors up, he goes to 11. One thing would survive at 6 attack. And I'd have 9 plus Shadow... Oh, I will lose Shadow Form if I do that, so I don't think I can. I think I have to go. I think I have to do this, just in case. Because right now that's 4 damage, right? Otherwise, if he somehow cleared the board, like execute Brawl, or Brawl, and this ended up winning and he executed it, this is my only path to lethal. The Revenge doesn't matter unless he has another one. That's exactly what I described! Except it's Shield Slam. The revenge did matter. And I still... Oh, god dang it. That was my lethal again, right? Yeah, I only have 5. Good lord. At least now I'm fairly confident we can do this. That we've seen the second brawl. Like, there's no incentive to... Sure. Just... Oh, Edwin actually is more fun. More fun. Same stats, more fun. This is quite a hand, by the way. Oh, Alex Draza will seal the deal next turn if somehow he gets his way out of this, which is not possible. Alright, so we're going to play Yogg. Don't... No! Don't... Why? Oh, we don't have Yogg anyway. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Alright, so I think I got to play one more game. Like, I didn't want to play this many, but the deck's cool. It's winning. It's done some crazy stuff, and we got to play Yogg. Like... I gotta have one Yogg. This is potentially my last Yogg of all time. We may never play Yogg again. So we gotta do it. It's just part of the universe. It's 3:08 in the morning. I have to be up for work sometime tomorrow. 5 hours or so. So it's gonna be fun. It's the Hearthstone life. It's a Hearthstone life for us. It's a Hearthstone life for us. Do 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 do. I don't know the words. If you're still watching at this point, this far into a video, I figure you deserve some singing. You can probably deal with it because you must be a pretty dedicated fan. Alright, as far as my hand's concerned, I can work with it, right? Thought Steal's good, Shadow of Pain's good. This is, I'm gonna guess, a Murloc Paladin. Stock dude. Nope, Dragon Paladin, cool. Don't see that every day. I think I'll coin the Thought Steal. I'm not worried about this, like Shadow or Pain or anything, and I wanna get some resources. I wanna get options. We got our Yogg, so that's really good news, because we're gonna play that as soon as possible. Well, as soon as it's reasonable and the game is not over, right? This is good. This is probably not that helpful, but it's a minion, so I'll take it. He's gonna hero power. Oh, he's not. He's gonna Nether Spite. Yet again. I'll just hero power phase, probably. That super efficient 3 mana, 1 health heal. Oh, Mind Vision's good, though. Give me another dragon? I'll take it. This is a good combo. I can, no, we don't have the coin. I thought we had the coin. He's got the coin. Oh, he already... No, we used it. Oh, we did have the coin. I'm just dumb. It's late. Forgive me. That was a mere 30 seconds ago. Ugh. It's Alzheimer's life for us. Okay, Consecration's not very good. Excavated Evil would be solid. Not that I'm super nervous about 4 damage, but it's a thing. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna keep doing this. Next turn we can Dragon Consort into Azure Drake, or Excavated Evil if we get it, probably. Maybe even Consecration, if it makes sense. Oh god, Excavated Evil would be just ridiculously good. Come on, man. I may have to just Shadow Word Pain that. Come on. It's a 2 out of 22. It's all the 2s. We can do it. That's probably not going to be great. Like, there's some good dragons we could get. Maybe Tyrion. But it's actually sort of risky. I'm thinking about just playing this. How much value could he really get out of this? The board's full. Even if he trades stuff in, which wouldn't feel very good. Like, how many guys could he play? He could do the dragon person and get 2 1/1s that are... I don't even know the name of that card, but 2 1/1s that get buffed in a hero power. So you get 3 Divine Shields out of this card if I leave it alive. Is it worth it? Because if I do this, I can actually do a 3 mana Azure Drake into eventually a 4 mana Consecration for 3. That's 7, though. So it wouldn't happen on turn 6. It'd have to happen later. I wish I could both Shadow Word Pain and Mind Games, because Shadow Word Pain doesn't really feel that exciting. I think I'm just going to try this. I don't really know what this gets punished by. I guess perhaps Blessing of Kings over here. Looks like he doesn't have that though. So yeah, not killing these off was a pretty good deal in the long run. Okay. Yep, there's that one we were worried about. We still need the Excavated Evil, still better than Consecration, but both are going to be necessary eventually. Holy Smite's probably pretty good. So I can Pain and Consecration. But the Consecration doesn't actually do anything, does it? It doesn't kill a darn minion, except this with Holy Smite. Azure Drake Holy Smite kills this too. And we could also Pain this guy. I think that's the right line. How much mana is that? 3, 4, 6. Yeah, that's gonna be the right line for sure. Does not leave him with much of a board. I mean, let me take that back. It's a good board. It's 3 Azure Drakes and, or excuse me, 3 Argent Squires and a 2/3. So, and a Flame Juggler. Pretty good board. Pretty good zoo board, but we can deal with it at this point, right? Like we have some life gain too with Holy Fire, so. Is there a good Shadow Madness coming up? I don't think yet. Consecration's looking a little better all the time. Holy Nova's looking better too. This guy's the annoying guy now. Guess we could just Holy Fire it and set up for a pretty big turn 9. Stabilize our health a little. I don't know that he has any big card that really punishes me with this board. Like it's 6 damage, it's a lot, but it's not insane. Shadow Word Pain is gonna feel good on that. So maybe I Holy Nova Shadow Word Pain, setting up the Consecration. Or vice versa, Consecration, Shadow Word Pain. That allows me to fit in a hero power. So that way is probably better. But this way lets me fit in a Mind Vision too. If I Holy Nova Shadow Word Pain, Mind Vision. Can fit in the hero power later. Yeah, let's try this. I just really want to know what he has. Still that. Okay. That's still a card, I guess. This only kills 2 guys, so it kind of heals 4 because it kills 2, heals 2. And it sets up the Consecration this turn, too. We could do like Mind Games Consecration, maybe a Shadow Madness Consecration if that makes sense. Doesn't look like it's going to though, because we won't be able to kill this by attacking it with a 2 health guy. We would be able to kill this though. We gotta be worried about being dead a little bit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. Yeah, I think this is the only good play. It actually sucks. So I don't know. I think I'm dead. Sucks. I really want to get Yogg out, dudes. He just needs Consecration or any buff or any weapon. We're dead. Couldn't even make it to turn 10? Oh, that's a good sign. Are we alive? Are we alive? Don't tease me, bro. Oh, I think he did have lethal, but he missed it. Don't tease me, bro. Okay, guys. This is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. This entire video has led to this one pivotable. This entire video has led to this one pivotable. Shoot. This entire video has led to this one pivotal experience. This may be the very last time I ever play Yogg-Saron. So we're going to do it one time. We're going to put all of our faith in Yogg-Saron one last time. This is one last chance for you to shine, Yogg. Your days are numbered. We are going to miss you. But we loved you. We thank you for all your service. And praise Yogg one final time. What's going to happen? Totem Might off to a good start. Gold blood. Okay, on the minion. Assassinated the 1/1. That's actually a good execute. Can we kill this guy? That doesn't help much. I think we're already running out of spells, honestly. Explorer's Hat. That's the wrong minion, Yogg. Yogg, don't kill yourself, Yogg. That doesn't help, and that definitely doesn't help. Unless that's on that minion. There's a chance? On me? On me? Oh, well, that's still... This is a chance. Wow. Yogg lived. He gave me ice block, and he cleared the board. This is old-fashioned Yogg. And I've got Holy Fire and Hero Power. Wow. My last ever Yogg-Saron is amazing. Oh, thank God. Praise Yogg. Praise Yogg. Oh, he actually did find a kill on the Yogg, though, which is unfortunate. So I think we can stabilize. Alright, we kill this guy. We go here. And do we Forbidden Shaping? Oh, we probably should have converted that guy, because we actually do have the dragon. I got too excited by Yogg. I just can't believe Yogg actually is going to win me this game one last time. Thank you, Yogg. Yeah, we have enough stuff to do that we probably can just play this for initiative, right? Like, oh, that's actually not bad. Just taunt is useful, just to deny weapons and stuff. Problem right now is Tyrion. Like, I can kill it, but oh, I can actually steal it too. That's pretty good. He got the Explorer's Hat. That's right. That's tough for Priest. Jeez. Oh, that's sad. Excavated Evil. Holy Smite is 5. Could actually just steal this and play it. Play my own. That's 6 mana. That'd leave me with 4 mana. So I can actually mind games first. Let's just get a Tyrion here and see what happens, right? Not a Tyrion, but I'll take it. How many of these does this guy have? I guess we haven't actually seen the real one. Only this won't work on his stuff, only on mine. I'm a little scared of dying, but I'm kind of intrigued to leave enough minions up that he might proc my Sacred Trial. Like, that's sort of enticing, but let's just play it straight here too and do this like we wanted. This is clearly going to die to a pretty bad trade, but putting that to 6 does actually matter. There's a lot of ways we can do 6 damage, I suspect. Trading Holy Smite with Holy Novas. Oh, he did! We're going to kill Trueheart. Yogg does it again! Yes! It's a shame he actually does get the buff out of it, though. But we've got a lot of ways to deal with that. Okay, let's start with a Power Word Shield, I think, on this guy. Fatigue is going to be a concern before too long, but we should have a lot of ways to figure that out. So we're probably going to end up Excavated Eviling, but let's just keep trying here. And we'll clear his board. He's going to get a hat back again. And do I want to heal this guy? Oh, I thought that was at 5. Why was that at 5? I thought that was at 5. Why did I think that was at 5? Oh, it was 5 before I traded. No, it was 6 before I traded. Wait, what? This took it to 5. This took it to 7. Oh, that had 4 attack. I think that was my problem. Yeah, we'll just take that. That's fine. I don't mind taking that. Actually, I could have converted it too. What was I thinking? I always forget that's a double option. We'll save this for Tyrion though too. We could do that in a single turn. Convert Tyrion and take Tyrion. Maybe kill him though. I mean, convert Tyrion and play Tyrion, but killing him also feels pretty good. Tyrion's weapon is actually going to be a little troublesome. Ashbringer could do 15 to us, so we got to be careful there because that's another way for him to win the game. I don't think he's drawn it yet though. I suspect he'd play it. We have a mind control in the deck, though. And another Entomb, so... He's got to be running out of stuff. Like, yeah, he's got some control pieces, but a lot of early game, too. Like, we haven't seen the other Nightbane or the other Darkshire. I just can't believe that Yogg, dude. This is my last ever Yogg. And it killed. It was awesome. He's out of gas, right? Like, he's getting ready to concede. That was just insane. Ice block. Even the Sacred Trial was important. And we would have killed the Justicar. I should have 11 health and an extra minion right now, though. Oh, he just gave up an entire turn. He has to be giving up. Oh, Light Lord's good. Really good. Yeah. I think he gave up. He saw the Yogg, and it broke his spirit. And he missed lethal. Oh, that's right, he missed lethal. He had the Consecration in hand and said, whoops. He missed lethal, and then Yogg got him. That's gotta be soul-crushing at this point. The nerfed Yogg. This has a chance to hit my minion too, but either way, I think it doesn't matter because he left the game. I feel bad. Stock Dude 842 may have actually uninstalled Hearthstone. Like, that's really unfortunate. We didn't even play that well, but wow. Wow, guys. Cool. So we played a lot of games and actually won a fair bit because I think we climbed 3 spots or maybe just 2 spots. I don't know. We probably went 2 and 2 in the long run. But anyway, that's definitely going to wrap it up for me in the Yogg-Saron One-Minion Priest. Probably not a good deck, but by God, you can scrape by and have a lot of fun. Putting your faith in Yogg one last time. If you're still on the fence about whether to disenchant Yogg-Saron for the full dust refund, you'll note that you do get 1,600 dust for disenchanting him at this point. I think the community and the professional players and pretty much everybody has decided it's probably worth more as dust at this point than it is as a playable card. That said, I don't dust cards. I like to have every card in my collection. I dust golden cards, but as long as I have a base card, I'll never dust it because I want to have a complete collection. So I'm not going to be hitting this button, but if you're asking me whether you should, I would say probably. We got really lucky with that Yogg-Saron. But I tend to agree with everybody else that he's really not that good anymore. He might pop up from time to time in a deck here or there that really just needs some sort of extra win condition. But beyond that, he lacks the consistency and reliability that he once did, and you're probably better off making another legendary with your dust, particularly if you're operating on a pretty limited budget and you have to get a big return for all of the dust that you spend. But that said, much like I did right here, I recommend you take him out for one last spin. Maybe you already did. I'm a little slow to this. It's been about a week or so since Yogg was nerfed. So maybe take him out for one last spin before you hit that button, because Yogg still has some fun in his big tentacly mess. So that was pretty neat. That's going to do it for me in the Yogg-Saron One-Minion Priest. If you have any thoughts or comments, or you'd love to call me out for misplays, as you always do, share those in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, Yogg on.